All right, welcome back to Dixie
Live!
I'm Brandon Price, and this is
Greg Layton.
Greg Layton. It is our last show of the semester, if you can believe it. Kind of crazy.
It's sad.
We got a lot to talk about today on the show. We're going to talk to Jordan Sharp, the Director of Student Involvement. We're going to get to know Mikkel Price, who is my sister, but she's also the Vice President of Clubs for next year. And we're going to talk about the year in review. So stay tuned. We'll be right back on Dixie Live.
Jessica, we need to leave right now.
I need to get something.
Dance recitals are so boring.
There's a meaning no one knows. Wait until we set
So
free.
what's the empty suitcase for?
The grand prize trophy. Confidence. Pass it on.
I was born to be somebody.
May I walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, welcome back to Dixie Live. It is that time again to get to know your student leader. And today we are interviewing.
My name is Mikkel Price. I'm going to be the VP of Clubs next year.
Perfect. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mikkel.
Well, I am finishing up my associates right now at Dixie State University, obviously. I'm going to pursue a degree in human communication. I like to crochet. I love baby animals. And I am beyond excited about next year's growth of clubs.
Perfect. And how long have you been here at Dixie State?
I'm finishing up my second year, so.
Now, what are your plans for this position? And tell our viewers what that position entails.
So the VP of Clubs kind of oversees 6 club reps, and those club reps get to interact with our 60-plus club presidents. And we help those clubs get their funding, get involved with DSU, and just get them excited about being in college and living that college experience. So I'm really excited to kind of see that growth. My job will be kind of to guide them. Our club reps get to interpret the bylaws to help them receive their funding if they're going on trips. We get to plan activities to get them involved, so it's a really fun position.
Awesome.
And how long have you been involved with the clubs here at Dixie State?
So after the semester, I will be involved for a year and a half. I was a club rep the last half of my first year, and I was club rep all this year, so
That's
it's
awesome.
been great.
What's your favorite color?
Today, probably pink, but it changes every day, so don't quote me on that.
Why pink?
Why pink? I'm just feeling really girly, I don't know.
Now, your sister to Brandon here.
Yeah.
Do you have any embarrassing stories about Brandon that you can share with our viewers?
Oh, let's see. I remember I would get really embarrassed when we were growing up because I would be out in the backyard playing with my friends and you could hear him singing in the shower from outside because he sings really, really loud. And I'd be like, oh, that's my brother.
You know, it's fine because I'm a shower singer and I own up to that. And I would have won Dixie Idol, but I wanted to give other people a chance.
Sure.
So that's why I didn't enter. But it's true, I do like to sing in the shower, although now that I am in college and have roommates, that's kind of died down a little bit. But I still do it. So what was your favorite activity that clubs have done this year?
Oh, this year I loved the campus community where clubs all got together and they were packaging macaroni for, it just slipped me what the company was called. Was
The
it?
Karen Share?
I think it was probably through the Karen Share.
Yeah.
But we had an incredible turnout and it was like more of a competition. So it was really fun for clubs just to kind of get that competitive fire in them. And I don't know, it got lots more people involved than a lot of our other activities.
Yeah,
have.
the entire ballroom was filled with people, and I've never seen that much macaroni ever in my entire life. So that was really cool.
What's the most interesting club we have here on Dixie?
Oh, let's see. That's a hard question because there are so many different diverse and clubs kind of campuses, everyone on our campus. So we've got, you know, our non-traditional students, our honor students, just everyone. I have to say, we have a parkour club. They do some cool stuff, hopefully not hurting themselves. They're pretty fun.
Yeah, I see them out there all the time jumping on
Yeah,
stuff.
I see their Instagram videos as I'm going through the Dixie Life hashtags and stuff. There's always parkour videos, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I love seeing Raging Red. They're one of our clubs on campus, and they're always up to awesome stuff. So I know there's lots. It's hard to say.
Don't they have an event going on tonight?
Yeah, they've got the tribute to President Nadald, and that's free at the Cox Auditorium. So
What time is that at?
I believe it's at 7:30.
Okay.
So,
And if you guys haven't seen them perform, they're excellent.
yeah,
They just have some of the best singers and performers at Dixie on that club.
yeah, and if you really want to get to know the history of Dixie and the musical history that our school really has, that's the club to watch and to be a part of, you know. So that's
They
great.
actually won Club of the Month this month, or for the month of March too. We just announced that yesterday.
That's great. Great to know. Well, do you have anything else in the last 10 seconds before that you'd like to say to people about clubs?
I'd just like to say that next year is going to be a great year. I am super stoked just to see the growth of clubs and get more people involved with what Dixie State has to offer.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mikkel, for coming on today.
Thank you.
Up after the break, we'll be talking with Jordan Sharp, the Director of Student Involvement and Leadership, about the Student Involvement Department here on campus. So stay tuned. We'll be right back on
Dixie Live!
If my dad had survived, my life would be tremendously different. He missed me growing up. I wish I could say, I love you and I miss you.
Every year, a third of Utah's traffic fatalities could be avoided simply by using seatbelts.
It's a simple thing that takes 2 seconds and save everyone around you from heartache and grief.
Buckle up for the ones you love.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Okay, Josh, do your stuff.
Okay, people, you know the drill.
Canned foods only, guys.
Sometimes you gotta live what you believe up in your arms, 'cause that's where it starts. Right here with you and with me. One no world needs now is love.
Generosity, pass it on.
A little help from up above. Faith to me.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
All right, welcome back to Dixie Live. We're here with Jordan Sharp. Jordan, say hello to the world. Tell us about yourself.
Hello, Dixie State. Hello, world. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
That's great. And what is your position here at Dixie State?
Well, I work with these two, which is
I'm sorry.
It's a treat.
It's awesome.
A blessing and a curse at the same time. And I'm over all extracurricular here at the college, so the university. So anything outside of class that has to do with clubs, student government, the academic senate, kind of the stuff that you come and get to play a little bit and practice and all of those extracurricular things. That's my department.
Wow, so it encompasses a big area. It's not just the activities and the fun stuff. It's all of the involvement. And how long have you been here at Dixie?
I have been here 2.5 years. I didn't really plan on this being my career, but found a home here at Dixie State, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been great.
Do you do anything besides your position? Do you teach any classes? Or?
I do. I teach, and that's kind of what got me here. I graduated in communication as well in business, and actually did PR and marketing for the Walt Disney Company, and did PR and marketing for another company out of Salt Lake, a production company. And I moved down here to St. George because I had a home office and I wanted to teach a class, so I started teaching in the communication department. And really, the first day I started teaching those students, I said, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. There's something really exciting working with college students, being on a campus in that time frame of their life. And so at that time, the director of student involvement, Donna, who had been here, Donna Stafford, was here 20 years. And her position came up. I decided to apply, it was a great decision. It's been a great experience. Nice. So I do teach in the communication department as well, and we teach a leadership course here at the university.
At the university. We're all getting used to that still.
I know.
College just flows better. So I guess why is getting involved in college important? Like what is the reason that we have a director of student involvement?
Well, that's a good question. When people ask me, what do you do? And I say, well, you know, the parties and the carnivals, and that's what the things that people see, and say, you do that for a living? And I say, I do, but it's more than that. It's more than playing Twister. It's more than those things. It's being able to create, to build, to be a part of something. For example, I know you've been talking about the concert, and yeah, that's fun, but what people don't understand is the students that put that on had to do marketing campaigns and budget and conflicts and working with the city and working with contracts and all the things that come along with doing a major event like that. And at the end of the day, that's the stuff that people remember. Mm-hmm. I ran into one of my old college friends the other day, and that I went to school with, and we were talking about when we went to Scotland with this extracurricular group, and how we woke up in the middle of the night and wanted to drive to a different country, and we were on the other side of the road, and that's what you remember. And the people that don't have those experiences, they don't get the full college experience. And so not only are we playing and have a good time, but you get to use the skills that you're learning in your class. You learn them, you hear the theory, you talk about it, you write papers. Then you go over to student government or these extracurricular places, and you put them into practice. And so that you really get the full experience when you can add that extracurricular and that student involvement into the equation.
Oh, that's great. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to tell students or the community?
Absolutely. I just want the students to know that and Greg, I've heard say this as next year's student body president, is we have a home for you. There's something for everyone in student involvement. If you're feeling you'd like to do something a little more, come up, talk to us, and we will find a place for you.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you for coming on the show, Jordan, and we'll be right back on Dixie Live.
Did you take your medicine?
Oh gosh, I forgot it.
Her nurse. Need a claim number? Her personal assistant. Let me just grab her housekeeper. Her cook. Her accountant. When I started taking care of Mom, I didn't realize the challenge of playing so many roles. But above all, I'm still her daughter.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving to connect with experts and other caregivers. Together we can better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one...
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Jessica, we need to leave right now. I need to get something.
Dance recitals are so boring.
There's a meaning no one knows. Wait until we set
So
free.
what's the empty suitcase for?
The grand prize trophy.
Duh.
Confidence. Pass it on.
I was born to be somebody.
All right, welcome back to Dixie Live. Back with just Greg now, the Greg and Brandon show here.
Just me.
We're
You
gonna
say
talk.
that's like a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad
just
thing.
Greg.
I'm gonna miss it. You've been missing out of the show for quite a while, and it
haven't talked.
hasn't been the same without you.
Thanks.
So, but it's our last show, kind of sentimental right now, last show of the year, and I kind of wanted to. I think we should just talk about everything that's happened this year. It's been such a busy year and so full of activities and events and student initiatives that went through, and kind of what happened in fall. We had Welcome Week, which is just always a big event. We had Sean Bott, the mind reader, which is
Also, he's
crazy.
on Comcast now.
Yeah, he's
Our
on
Baja brand.
He's on
broadband,
the
I mean.
Baja commercials. I've
Totally
seen
gets
one.
denied.
I know, it's great. And Homecoming was awesome. The Senate did some cool things in the fall.
We did some excellent stuff. And if you guys remember, we did a fun activity where we hit the rock. And I don't think I'll forget that. Still to the day, people are like, oh, I'm so mad I didn't find that rock.
You know, I think that's going to be a great tradition that continues like Dixie Idol, we'll get to that in the next segment, but
Right.
one of those new things that we started doing that I think people are going to just fight over to participate in now that they know that it's actually happening, and that was really cool. The whole political involvement week. Yeah, it was a great week, and the Senate did a great job there. And we had the dances that went on, the angel tree dance, the homecoming
foam dance,
the
yeah.
foam dance, pretty incredible up there at the nib with Marcus Wing and the foam machines that just kind of built up the foam up to your shoulders almost in some spots, and that was great. I think actually a clip at the beginning of the show, one of those first clips that runs on our intro is foam dance.
Definitely.
So what's your favorite memory from fall besides the rock that you talked about?
Let's see, favorite memory. The True Rebel is always fun.
Mhm.
Homecoming was really good. I think the parade. I think my favorite memory, I'm on X Club. And
of course you are.
We have a great tradition with X Club. And our float, we had this wagon, like a shaggin' wagon.
Yeah.
And we tied all these ropes to it. And a bunch of us had like longboards and scooters and stuff. And we just rode behind
The whole
car.
parade route.
The whole parade route. And we were doing like kick flips and tricks and all these, throwing candy, and the whole community loved it.
It was fun too because the parade this year was flipped. So it usually went from downtown to campus, but this
Mhm.
year we started at campus. So we started at the new campus and went to the old original Dixie campus, and that was really cool too. Lots of really new, awesome traditions that were started, and that continued on into the spring. And after the break, we'll talk about some of those events in the spring. So stay tuned.
Don't change the channel.
May I walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
If my dad had survived, my life would be tremendously different. He missed me growing up. I wish I could say, I love you and I miss you.
Every year, a third of Utah's traffic fatalities could be avoided simply by using seatbelts.
It's a simple thing that takes 2 seconds and save everyone around you from heartache and grief.
Buckle up for the ones you love.
Okay, welcome back to Dixie.
Live!
So we were just talking about fall semester, and there's so much more that happened in that semester, but it's all kind of a blur because the whole year was amazing. But spring semester now started off with a bang. One of my favorite events of the whole year, I say that with a lot of them, but I really do mean it, is casino night. Part of
definitely.
Welcome Week. And we changed that up a little bit this year too, and did that at the old campus.
We did.
At the top of the old Dixie building in that downtown area, and it was awesome.
I don't think I've seen so many more people dressed up and into it and just rowdy than at any other event before.
Well, and it was cool because the theme for it was dress to impress,
Right.
and people actually did that. I mean, we wanted people to take that seriously, and it was really cool because it felt like a casino kind of nightclub feel up there, and there was lots of prizes given away. There was TV and all that stuff. So that was fun. Also, bingo night a couple weeks later was
Yes, definitely bingo.
amazing. I love bingo. I'm a bingo addict. My sister didn't bring that up, but it's true. I play bingo a lot. And I don't win very much, but I like to play. It's all for the thrill of it.
And then, of course, another highlight was that concert.
Yeah,
We
the
can never
Dixie
stop
Fest.
talking about Dixie Fest.
It was amazing. Up at that airport,
I don't think there was a venue that rivaled that.
no, anywhere in the state, really.
No.
For something for college students like that, that's the
Well-
most amazing venue.
Or anything. Like, I don't see any music videos or stuff that really get to go to places like that.
Yeah, I will never forget, American authors getting up there, getting out of their van and just doing a 360 just because of how beautiful the whole area was
Right.
up there. And it was perfect weather, and the event went off nearly flawlessly, It was great.
Except for we did have one little tragedy with some girl, but
Yeah,
she's
she didn't see
okay.
the sign, but it's good. We're glad she's fine.
Yeah.
Later in the semester, we just finished D week this last last week, which was
success.
Probably the most successful D week ever. I think we'll talk about that a little bit more in the last segment. But
and the great race was awesome.
Did X Club win?
X Club did not win.
They did
Cross
not
country won, and they
did.
cannot win next year. Promise they're not going to win. We need your help.
They did that really great this year. The whole week was just something to remember. It really was. There was so much involvement and a real community feel that you don't get outside of D week. You know.
And how about that clock tower?
The clock tower is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love looking at that thing at night, all lit up. It's great.
Did you kiss anybody on it?
I didn't.
The heck?
I didn't true rebel. Not this time. I am a true rebel, but I didn't true rebel at the clock tower.
Fair enough.
I will, eventually. But we'll be right back after these messages.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Okay, Josh, do your stuff.
Okay, people, you know the drill.
Canned foods only, guys.
Sometimes you gotta live what you believe up in your arms, 'cause that's where it starts. Right here with you and with me. One no world needs now is love.
Generosity, pass it on.
A little from up above. Faith to me.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Okay, we're back with Dixie Live. Following up on the last conversation with True Rebel, Greg, did you True Rebel?
That's a secret for me to know and you to never find out.
So he didn't. So.
Well, let's just say last semester, the fall semester, made up for me not true rebelling with this semester.
Or the next 5 semesters.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's fine.
Hey, I had to take care of the scooters.
It's true.
We gave out 2 scooters. They were sweet. I had to take care of them.
They were here last week, and the scooters.
I had to fight so many people off, and there were too many girls that were like trying to bug me. It was a mess.
No, the scooter giveaway was awesome. That was another really cool tradition. Those scooters had some zip to them. Like they were fast, so they were great scooters. But yesterday was kind of our last event of the year. Really, was the outdoor movie on the Encampment Mall. We did Dumb and Dumber. Was shown on this giant 30 by 50 foot screen, and it was great. I love that movie.
What's your favorite quote from it?
I like big gulps, eh? Well, see you later. It's just classic.
You would.
Or no, it's a cardigan, but thanks for asking. So no, but that was really cool. We had the smoothies and the corn dogs that were out there for free, and tons of people were there. It was really cool. And it's kind of sad it's over, you know. But we got finals coming up in like next week, which is nuts. Next Friday.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, we wish you luck with that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be out next Wednesday. A small little activity. We're going to be driving around and handing out free cans of soda in between classes next Wednesday. So come find us. We'll be around. We'll have sodas and juices if you don't drink carbonation or whatever. But it's kind of like our foreboding finals activity. We'll have Scantrons or something too, just in case you need them, because you always do. You always forget that Scantron the one day you need it in the class.
Which final are you most worried about?
You know, I'm kind of worried for my media law final, just because that's like a literal. It's not like a paper final. It's a final, but it'll be good.
Nice.
I'm feeling confident.
I think I'm most worried about my tennis final.
You got tennis elbow?
Well, there's another person that's better than me, and I have to play him for my final, and so
if you lose, you fail.
Pretty much.
So good luck. Beat him.
Don't beat me.
It's okay. But yeah, so that was our last show of the year. Make sure that you stay tuned. We've got a lot coming up next year. I know Gray's got some big plans, and he's going to continue building on the momentum that we've had the past couple years, and we're going in a great direction. But we'll be back right after these messages.
Did you take your medicine? Oh gosh, I forgot it.
Her nurse.
You need a claim number?
Her personal assistant.
Let me just grab a...
Her housekeeper. Her cook. her accountant. When I started taking care of Mom, I didn't realize the challenge of playing so many roles. But above all, I'm still her daughter.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving to connect with experts and other caregivers. Together we can better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one...
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Hashtag welcome back
to hashtag Dixie Live.
Dixie Live. So make sure you follow us over the summer on our Instagram and Twitter, which is
at hashtag the Dixie Life.
Yeah, at the Dixie Life, or on Facebook, find us at Dixie Student Life, Google+, Dixie Student Life. You can always find us online at dixiestudentlife.com. We want to see your pictures. We want to see everything you're doing over the summer, and great luck with your finals. It's St. George. It's beautiful outside, but we're almost done.
You got to make sure you got to get that last push.
Push to the end.
Push to the end. And if you're here during the summer, you can always find us here at the student government offices or at the sand volleyball courts. If you need something to do anytime after 5 o'clock, I'll be there giving. So we'll see you. We'll see you around.
Okay. We'll see you next year on Dixie Live.